you've got some knee sleeves. And now you're trying to figure out whether they're the right size and how to put them on, whether they're too tight or whether they're right for you. So let's do this. Let's put on some knee sleeves. This is a video for beginners. If you are an experienced person, you might already know those tricks. So I have two kinds of knee sleeves. Those are Inzers Ergo Pro, and those are some old ass SBDs that are pretty flexible. These are really stiff. So I am just showing you the different knee sleeves here, but I'm going to put on SBDs because while 9 months pregnant, trying to put on very stiff Inzer Ergo Pros is probably not what I want to do. But the method with which you put them on is pretty much the same. So first, what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that they are not inside out. Then you're going to fold them from top down, leaving like an inch at the bottom. If you want, you can also flip the bottom. Some people do that. I don't, but that helps some people as well. And then this might be enough for you to put them on. But for me, let's see. I put this on and now it's stuck on my calf. Now, yes, I could pull it on like this, but maybe there's an easier way. Now, this is an important disclaimer. Most federations do not allow using any support in pulling your knee sleeves up, or they also don't allow using another person to pull your knee sleeves up. You have to do it yourself, and you have to only use your hands and sleeves to make sure they're in place. The exception to this is baby powder. So you would put baby powder on your knee. You can also put it on your shin, on your calf, everywhere through which you're going to slide the sleeves up. So if you want, you can put the baby powder, I'm just not inside the house, and it should pull up smoother. Some people put on lotion instead of baby powder. Don't mix the two. And some people also put on just water. If I'm a little sweaty, usually it's easier for me to pull my knee sleeves up, but it depends on the person which method you prefer. I do not like to put on lotion. I find that it's kind of odd. They don't slide down with lotion under the sleeve or with the baby powder under the sleeve, but I just find it kind of odd and not a very comfortable sensation when I'm squatting, when something is like creamy underneath the knee sleeve. That's weird. Baby powder, however, is okay. So make sure you do not use baby powder inside the gym and get everything super slippery when people are potentially grabbing equipment to deadlift and do other things and they do not want their hands slippery. Also, you want to wash your hands before you actually go and squat. You want to make sure there's no baby powder on your hands after you're done pulling both knee sleeves up and making sure they're secure in place. Okay, baby powder, method 1. Method 2 is deadlift straps. So you can pull the sleeves using your deadlift straps like so. You're going to put one strap on each side. It can also be any kind of belt or anything like this. You do not need a longer piece, but it needs to be pretty firm and steady. And now you can stand and have the other person, again, if you're in the gym, not in the competition, because in competition this is not allowed, and you can have one person on the inside, one person on the outside, pull the knee sleeves up for you, or you can bend over and pull them up like so. See how easy this is? Now you want to pull them up as high as possible, and then you can slide those deadlift straps out and unwrap your knee sleeves onto the leg and make sure it is high enough and it has no curl, no bends. What do you call this? No curls. That's not the word. You know what I mean. Make sure it's completely straight. Okay. Those should be very tight. You should not just have fun sitting in them, feeling like you could do this all day. Those should give you some discomfort. And pulling them up with either method should also feel like you just did like a set of 10 squats RPE 7. You know what I mean? Like it shouldn't feel like a breeze. If it feels like a breeze to put them on, they're probably not tight enough. If you can't pull them on, they're probably not too tight for you. They're probably the right size. You just would not be able to pull the knee sleeves up yourself that are a good fit for you. Now, let's try method number 2. Method number 2 is plastic bag. You can have your sleeve. Again, let's fold it. Great. We're folding the sleeve. Now I'm going to wrap my leg with a plastic bag. You can cut it. You can use different kinds of bags, like thin, thick. This is a thicker bag. It doesn't matter. All I want to do is I want to slide the knee sleeve over the bag. And you will see how much easier it is for me to pull through the bag. You want to put the bag on the thickest part of your leg and then pull through the bag, and the bag kind of stays in place and the knee slides over the bag. The knee sleeve slides over the bag. So, something like that. Now, time to get the bag out. I do not like this method. I like the deadlift straps method better, but I am also very used to putting on my Inza Ergo Pros, which are stiffer than these, about the same size, with my hands. Because I know in competition I'm not allowed to use any support to put on my knee sleeves. Some people ignore this rule and just not willing to risk it. Yeah, I think getting the bag out of the sleeve for me is just not worth the hassle using it at all. And again, I make sure it has no bends in the back anywhere. Great, my knee sleeves are on. Wonderful. Yeah, these are not super tight. Nice. One last thing, if you are wearing long socks, you want to make sure there is a space between your socks and the knee sleeve, and between your knee sleeve and your singlet during the competition. During your workouts, it doesn't matter. If I have a squat bench deadlift day, sometimes I'll just wear my deadlift socks. They touch my knee sleeves. It doesn't matter. Who cares? I think this is all for beginner knee sleeves putting. Now we're up for a more challenging part of this, which is taking them off. Taking them off is a lot less fun because it is usually harder. Whew, I'm already sweating, which means those are the right size. Like I said, if they're too easy to put on, they're probably not tight enough for you and they will not provide enough support. Oh my goodness, I might ask my husband to help. No, this is actually fine. Whew. So I'm starting from the top, folding them down, kind of doing the reverse. And then everybody does it differently. I just pull the top all the way down. And then usually when they're completely inside out, I can just stick my fingers in them and pull them down. Oh, yeah. Instead of a plastic bag, some people enjoy wearing really like silky smooth thin leggings. And in the gym, of course, not in competition, squatting with knee sleeves on top of their leggings. I do not find it easier to put knee sleeves on top of fabric, but some people do. So you might also consider that. Okay, I think that's all for knee sleeves. If you find this content useful, you might also want to check out my beginner powerlifting playlist for squat, bench, deadlift, or your first competition. There's a ton of videos in terms of what to pack, what to not pack, the complete minute-by-minute breakdown of your first powerlifting meet day, from check-ins to drug testing. So make sure to like this video and go check out some other ones on the channel. I make them for you and they're pretty useful. Peace.